What if you could test your ad before you spent a single euro on it? Not a focus group, not a gut feeling, not an A/B test that burns half your budget before you learn anything. I mean, actually simulate what happens inside the viewer's brain the moment they see your creative, and get a score that tells you, this spot will convert, or this one will tank. Meta's research team just made that possible, and almost nobody in the marketing world is talking about it yet. I'm going to change that right now. I've been running paid ads for years, and I've seen it over and over. A creative that looked great in the review, clean hook, killer offer, polished edit, just died in the wild. And another one, rough around the edges, somehow printed money. Why? Because we've never had a reliable way to predict attention before launch. We've been flying blind, optimizing in retrospect. What I'm about to show you is the closest thing to a crystal ball this industry has ever had. In 2025, Meta's AI research lab published something called Tribe V2, a transformative brain encoder. It's a foundation model trained on thousands of real fMRI brain scans. Its job is to predict what happens inside the human cerebral cortex when someone watches a video, hears audio, or reads text. So show it a 30-second ad, and it doesn't just read the pixels. It processes the video with a state-of-the-art vision model, V-JEPA 2. It processes the audio with a speech model called Wave-to-Vec BERT. And it processes the transcript with LLaMA 3.2. Those three streams get fused together, just like your brain fuses what you see, hear, and read. And the output is a simulated cortical response, 20,000 data points on the surface of the brain, updating every single second. Now, Meta didn't build this for marketing, they built it to advance neuroscience. But here's the thing about a really good model. The best applications are always the ones the creators never thought of. So I took Tribe V2 and I asked one question. What if we pointed this at ad creatives? That's the idea behind what I'm calling the viral brain.
A pipeline where you feed in an MP4 and instead of burning media budget, you get a simulated neurological response to your ad before a single impression is ever served. Here's how it works in plain language. Step 1. Feed in the creative. You drop in an MP4. The system transcribes the audio with WhisperX, gets exact per-word timestamps, and sends video, audio, and text into 3 separate encoders simultaneously. Step 2. The brain model fires. Tribe V2 takes those 3 encoded streams and projects them onto a model of the cerebral cortex, the FS average 5 surface used in real neuroscience research. You get a second-by-second prediction of brain activity across the entire clip. Step 3. Score it. Raw brain activity is noisy, so I built a custom composite metric called the ADSA, the Action Driving Sustained Attention Score, that reads the exact regions of the cortex responsible for motivation, attention control, and sustained focus, the ones that actually drive purchase intent. And you get a single number, 0 to 100. 50 is neutral. Anything above and the brain is engaged. Better still, you can plot it over time and see exactly when your spot grabs attention and the precise second it loses it. Let me break down what the ADSA actually measures, because this is where it gets really interesting. 4 signals blended into one score. 35%. Motivation. This reads activity in the VMPFC, the OFC, the ACC, and pre-SMA, the reward valuation circuits, the regions that fire when something triggers desire and the drive to act. In ad terms, do they actually want the product? 35%. Sustained attention. This reads the FEF, the IPS, the insula, and DACC, your brain's attention control network. Does the viewer's focus hold all the way through to the call to action, or do they mentally check out at the 12-second mark? 15%. DMN suppression. The default mode network is the mind-wandering system. When it's active, you're daydreaming, not watching the ad. High activity here is penalized. Your creative should suppress it.
And 15%, persistence. Does engagement hold to the very end, or does it fall off a cliff right before the hook closes? Put it together. 35% motivation, 35% attention, 15% mind-wandering suppression, 15% hold. Mapped to a clean 0 to 100 score. Instantly comparable across 10 different creatives. That is a pre-flight ranking system for your entire ad spend. Now let's talk about money, because this is where it gets serious. The average Meta advertiser wastes somewhere between 20 and 40% of their testing budget on creatives that were never going to work. They just didn't know it yet. The only way to find out used to be running them at real CPMs against real audiences burning real cash. Now imagine ranking 10 creatives before you launch any of them, taking your top 2 and going straight to a scaled test. You just cut your testing waste in half, minimum. At 10,000 euros a month in ad spend, that's 2,000 to 4,000 euros back in your pocket every month. At 100,000 a month, that is a 6-figure annual saving just from smarter creative selection. But the real prize is bigger. The genuine outliers, the ads that print 3, 5, even 10 times return on ad spend. Those creatives do something neurologically different. They hold attention in the right way at the right moment. Detect that signal before launch, and you scale harder, faster, and win before your competitor even knows the creative is live. Now, I want to be straight with you because I don't do hype without nuance. This is a model predicting a model. Tribe V2 simulates cortical activity. It does not guarantee a conversion. The ADSA is a proxy for attention and motivation, not a certified predictor of click-through rate. A few real caveats. Subcortical centers are missing. The amygdala, the nucleus accumbens, the deepest reward circuits aren't captured by the cortical model. There's hemodynamic lag. The simulated response trails the stimulus by about 5 seconds. And clips under 7 seconds just aren't reliable. There isn't enough signal.
And validation is the next step. You run it against real performance data, click-through rate, conversion rate, view-through rate, to calibrate the scores against actual outcomes. None of that makes it less powerful. It just means you use it as a directional, pre-flight signal, not an oracle. You calibrate it against reality, and it gets sharper over time. Here's what really excites me. For decades, neuromarketing was a luxury. You needed a scanner, a panel, a lab, a budget measured in tens of thousands. Biology built an entire company around exactly that. Martin Lindstrom built a career on it. Tribe V2 takes the core of that, the brain response measurement, and turns it into a computational model. No scanner, no panel, no 30,000 euro research budget. The cost goes to near zero. The speed goes to seconds. The access goes to any team with a GPU and a creative to test. That is a structural shift in who gets to do neuromarketing, and this is what I mean by lateral thinking in AI, taking a model built for one domain and bending it onto a concrete business problem. Meta built Tribe V2 to advance neuroscience. We can use it to answer the most valuable question in marketing. Does this creative even pull? If you want the full technical breakdown, the pipeline architecture, the ADSA formula, the brain map visualizations, I've written a detailed case study. The link is in the description. And if you're a brand or an agency sitting on enough ad spend that testing waste is a real number for you, let's talk. This pays for itself in the first month. And if you found this useful, the full tutorial is on my channel, so follow for more. Because this is exactly the kind of R&D I'm going to keep making public. Models, experiments, and pipelines that actually move the needle. See you in the next one.